Hi there, my name's Chris Hanlon from Misty Flicks, and today I want to introduce you to the Misty Flicks Challenge, a short film competition for filmmakers throughout New Zealand. Now you might be thinking to yourself, do we really need another film competition? And I think we do, and I want to explain why I think we do, and then I'll go on to give you some details about the competition itself. So around 10-12 years ago, myself and a few of my friends were playing with film. Some of us knew more than others. I knew nothing. And one of the things we did was we entered a film competition, a national film competition, short film competition, every single year. And each year we'd try something different. It was a low stakes way to learn different things. We tried a year of comedy. We tried a year of working with animals and children. We tried a year of action, and this grew our skills. But there was more to it than that. We also got to see the films other New Zealand filmmakers made. We watched their films with them, and we got to talk to them and go, how did you do that? What was the thought process in that? And we learned a lot. We also built a core crew because we had this creative rhythm. We would create these things every year. It was sort of in the calendar. And the crew got together, we understood each other, we learned how each other worked, we learned each other's skills and weaknesses, and we complemented each other, which is important because we went on to do other things together. We created other short films that went to festivals around the world. We won awards. It was my education in film, if you like. And then a few years ago, this particular competition shut down, and so we've had no film competition that we entered every year, and I was gutted. I've been missing it, and I kept saying, I wonder when somebody's going to start a national film competition like that again, because I really miss it. And finally I decided last year, well, if nobody else is going to do it, Chris, I guess it's up to you. So I pitched it to the crew at Misty Flicks, and they agreed to make it part of their festival this year. So this is the first year of the Misty Flicks film competition, the Misty Flicks Challenge, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, so a competition is not a competition without rules. So let's have a look at what I call the Misty Flicks Challenge 10 Commandments. And the first one, the big one, is that it's a single-digit runtime. So that means that the film must be at least 1 minute in length and less than 10. So 9 minutes 59 seconds is still in there. The next thing is that the film must be G or PG rated. Now there is a reason for this. We will be screening the finalists at the Misty Flicks Film Festival. So it's important that we meet the G or PG rating for that festival. The next one is that your film must include the Misty Flicks Challenge splash logo at the start of the film, in the beginning where the studio is before your title screen, and that will not be part of your runtime. Your runtime goes from the first frame of your film through to the end of the credits. That will be supplied for you. The next thing is that you must include a character named Vault. So many film festivals ask you to do something to prove that the film was made for that competition, and in our case it's to have a character with the name or nickname of Vault. We expect that the film will be shown for the first time at Misty Flicks if you're a finalist. Now you may screen a cast and crew screening before the film festival, but we expect that the first screening of this film, if you make the finals, will be as a finalist in the Misty Flicks Film Festival. After that, you're free to enter any competitions, submit it to festivals throughout the world. Next, we want you need to know the date. This is the big date. This is the date you need to have your film finished and submitted for judging. Totally completed by this date with all the paperwork and what have you, and that is the 31st of August this year. Finalists, as I mentioned before, will be screened at the Misty Flicks Film Festival. Now this is important to note because if you are a finalist, we are going to ask you to supply us with a high definition film. Why is that? Well, if you get a 720 DPI film, it looks okay on YouTube, but you put it on the big screen, it doesn't look so good. So we're going to need a high definition one if you are a finalist. We're also asking, as part of the competition, every entry must include a short clip thanking Misty Flicks. The idea is that it's a behind the scenes with your cast and crew, so it shows the cast and crew just saying thanks Misty Flicks for the Misty Flicks challenge. Entry fees and forms must be in on time. That's pretty standard stuff. And the big one is we want you to have fun. We want you to support your fellow filmmakers. This is about community, it's about the journey, it's about learning and having some fun. So that is also very important. So hopefully that explains the competition rules. If you have any questions, go to mistyflicks.co.nz. All these rules will be here. There'll be some FAQs and should answer all of your questions. If you still have questions, email me at challenge@mistyflicks.co.nz. That is the rules, but the next thing is some of the timetable stuff and scheduling. So let's go through some of that. Okay, let's have a look at the timetable. The first thing that we need to know is that the applications are open now. So please apply for the competition now, put your entry form in. You'll find that at mistyflicks.co.nz. Applications close on the 30th of June. So if you have some friends who want to make a film, maybe you've already filled your team, but you know other people that might be interested, please share this. The more the merrier. The more people we get in this, the more prizes we'll be able to do, the more sponsors we can get on board, the bigger the event will be. So really keen and supporters for this. This is the first year, so it's a big deal. So applications will close 30th of June. That's not when you have to have the film in, that's just when we're going to close applications, so we know how many people we've got. When you need the film in, the entry deadline, this is when you need to have your film finished by and submitted, is the 31st of August. So at the end of August you will need to have your entries in. The screenings and awards will be at the Misty Flicks Film Festival, which will be the weekend of 22nd to 24th of November. We will let you know when we get closer to the date when those the Misty Flicks challenge will be, and the awards ceremony will be part of that too. So let's talk a little bit about the awards, and I'm not going to talk about prizes yet, so I'm not going to talk about prizes in this video. So the big award is the best film of 2024. So it is a short film competition. It is, I'm looking forward to it because it'll be interesting. We are not limiting you in any way in terms of genre. So it could be a sci-fi, it could be a thriller, it could be a drama, it could be a comedy, it could be an animation, a stop motion animation, whatever it is, that's fine. The only thing is the rules that we went through already, and it needs to be G or PG rated. So best film. The next thing is the best vault acting or best vault character. So the vault character might be a pet, or it might be an animation, or it might be a person. So that's entirely up to you. But there will be an award for the best vault character. And we're going to have a best behind the scenes thank you. So try and make that a good one for you. It's only a 30-second film. The best one will probably be screened at the event. So there you have it. The Misty Flicks challenge is finally here. I'm looking forward to meeting you and seeing your film on the big screen.
So now you know all about the Misty Flicks challenge. We'd love for you to join us.